One of my favorite stories was a man called Henry Orenstein and his wife Susie. When I was in Verona 50 years ago, he came by, looked at his wife and said, you know, I remember the only joy I had when I was hiding from the Nazis was at night we could come out and look at the Christmas trees. And I really want a Christmas tree. And his wife Susie said, well, you want a tree? We'll get a tree. So for 45, 50 years, I delivered a tree over to his house. I delivered 3 trees and I let him pick it out. Henry was old by then. I mean, he was a math genius. And they used his brain, you know, and they didn't put him through the extermination process. And Henry ended up making toys. He had a toy factory, and an interesting thing with him is that a guy came to him with the GoBut. You remember the GoBut? That's with the spaceship that turned to a car. And the guy came to Henry and said, can you make this? And Henry said, no, it's too good. So he went to one of the big boys, Hasbro or whoever, I don't know who it was, but he got them to go for it. It became $1 million deal for the guy, and Henry made a lot of money. But Henry was also a poker player. He's in the Hall of Fame as a poker player, and he's also in the Hall of Fame as an inventor, because he invented that thing. When you watch on TV and they show you the cards, he's the guy who said, put the camera underneath and let the people see what these guys have. So he's in the Poker Hall of Fame for 2 things. He just passed away about 1.5 years ago, and his wife Susie, now that we're here, I called my good friend Jerry in Pleasantdale Nursery in the same town and said, Jerry, you have to take care of them. Take care of her. So Jerry's been doing it now for 3 years, and she always calls me and thanks me for it, and they're just the nicest people in the world. And it's just fun to deal with people like that.
Yeah, so you develop a lot of those relationships over
Oh
the
yeah,
years.
you do. I had another lady who came to me on Christmas Eve and said, my husband died, I have a little boy, 4 years old, and I really want to put a tree up for him, but I can't put it up. I said, we'll do it when we close up tonight. We went over there, I put the tree up, she thanked me, she paid me, and gave me a tip. I move up to Rockaway and closed the store in Verona, the lot. They built the bakery on my lot, so that ended that. I see her and she comes up to me and said, do you remember me? And I said, I sure do. She said, I came all the way up here to thank you for what you did for me. And she bought a tree for me in Rockaway. And you just love people like that.